This is an apple, the most dangerous fruit on the planet, and has been around since the beginning of time and was the cause of the sin of the first people, Adam and Eve. Okay, I think you and me both see how absurd this sounds. An apple? An apple was the cause of all sin in this world? But first, let's get this straight. It actually never said anywhere in the Bible that it was an apple to begin with. It was actually described as a fruit. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, but apparently also God. We're going to look at the question, what is the fruit that caused Adam and Eve to sin? We're going to go way back to Genesis 3, verse 2. And the woman said to the serpent, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden." Okay, so according to this, it was some sort of fruit. But actually, fruit has a deeper meaning to it, and it's not actually a fruit. Proverbs 13, verse 2 says that from the fruit of his lips a man enjoys good things, but the unfaithful have a craving for violence. The fruit of his lips. It talks about the words coming out of a person's mouth. So from this verse, we can see that when God refers to fruit, it actually means that it's not really a fruit, but something that is brought to fruition by someone's lips. Now, what is brought to fruition by our lips? Well, simply put, words. Therefore, fruits are words. Another verse where it talks about fruits is in Galatians 5, verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, and faithfulness. All kinds of personality traits or actions. Now, looking at these verses, they actually all describe people, what they say, what they do, and how they behave. It's almost as if you can recognize a tree by its fruit. Matthew 12, verse 33 actually exactly says just that. A tree is identified by its fruit. If a tree is good, its fruit will be good. Now, if a tree is bad, its fruit will be bad. Isaiah 5, verse 1 to 7. In these verses, we see how God compares his vineyard as the house of Israel, his people. His people who he planted to be the choicest vines, those who had God's truth and word and were able to preach his word. But unfortunately, God saw that his vineyard only yielded bad fruit, meaning that they only spoke lies, and therefore he had to destroy it. Now, what made Adam betray God exactly? Just take a look at Revelation 12, verse 9. I think we all know the story about Adam and Eve and the talking serpent. This serpent is no other than the devil himself. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil, or Satan. Satan, who is the smartest of all created beings, was able to deceive Eve and therefore Adam. So I think we can establish that Adam and Eve weren't eating actual fruit, but were deceived by the serpent to take in and believe in his lies, and thus betray God. Now, knowing that the devil was even able to deceive Adam and Eve makes us realize how extremely clever the devil is. His lies were that good that they were able to deceive people who got the truth from the source. If those lies are that good, then how can we protect ourselves from those lies? It's by being able to distinguish the lies from the truth. How can you do that? That's a very good question that we're able to answer. Just hit us up and ask us.